Greetings and an incredible Sunday evening to you. This is Metal Groove Radio, and we are transforming to our weekly or our monthly, I should say, trip to the desert. It is Kyuss World Radio on MGR. Listen, we love this. We can't wait to do this, and we have an incredible show planned for tonight. It's going to be awesome. I hope everyone had an incredible Christmas and a great holiday. I know everyone's doing their vacation thing. I'm off for a couple of weeks now, so we're just all fired up. We have an epic show planned tonight. We have a special guest, Mike Pygmie from You Know Who, is going to be on the show tonight, where he's going to be talking to us. He's also a guitar player for Mondo Generator, Nick Oliveri's band. He's been in like a million bands. I tried to research this like a journalist. Good luck with all that, right? So Mike's going to be on. We're going to talk to him about the upcoming plans they have, the last tour they had with Mondo. It's going to be off the hook. I am your host, PJ Boston. I've got my good friend iMac in the house. We are in the dark, dirty, filthy, nasty, shadowy subculture south of Market Street in San Francisco. And we are back broadcasting live at fccfreeradio.com in the legendary Studio 1A, one of the last shows that's ever going to happen in this joint, as a matter of fact. But iMac is here. Foes is in Palm Desert, and we're going to do this thing. So we're going to rip another song. We're going to get ourselves dialed in, and then we're going to talk to Nathan Lava from Kyuss World and our good friend Mike Pygmie, yo. Kyuss World Radio, yo.
Morning, dickhead.
Hello, moron.
Kyuss World Radio is back, and we have chaos and mayhem at FCC Free Radio. I'm chilling out with my good friend IMAC. IMAC,
yo,
how was your holiday, young man?
It was good.
Was it good?
Kind of productive.
Yeah?
Kind of
right.
not, you know.
Did you hang out at the dad's? Go get some food and all that?
Yep. All that stuff.
Yeah, it was good for me, and looks like everyone's back to normal. It was nice, easy drive into Frisco today, right?
Yep.
With the
No rain.
yeah, no, it was all good. Well, we're fired up. That was Isolation off of the Wretch album. Then End of Forever by our good friends Doors to Nowhere. We're going to talk to Mark Lewis in a couple of weeks coming up, and they're good friends with Mike Pygmie and the guys in You Know Who and Mondo Generator and all that. And then we had Goatsnake with El Coyote. I'm going to see if I can't get my good friend, the proprietor of Kyuss World, up here, because God knows how this works. Nathan, are you there, young man?
I am here.
Wow, you are overdriven like crazy. The they're going to relocate the FCC Free Radio studios to a new joint pretty soon, and we are hopefully going to get a whole bunch of new equipment. So that's the plan. But happy holidays, young man.
Hey, thanks. You too, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I saw your boy Foes is down in the desert, huh?
He's in India right now. As a matter of fact, he's probably within a football throw of wherever Mike Pygmie's going to be calling me from, because Foes sent me his location as Indio Hills, and Mike Pygmie is in India, so they are down there as we speak. So
cool.
Foes is living large. And I was just noticing, I was realizing we're going to have the winners of the T-shirt giveaway, and how awesome is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I got a list right here.
Now, so I know there was some limited sizes. So what do we have going on?
There were. This is like an annual thing that I do. Last year was the first time, but since then we don't have the men's 2X, but there's women's medium, large, and extra large, and then the men's goes from small to extra large. And I'm giving away one of each size, like I do every year.
Awesome. What do you got?
Well, I just picked the winners at random. The women's medium goes to Carrie Townsend. The women's large goes to Caroline Gillette. I'm hoping I don't murder these names. The women's extra large goes to Ashley Charlotte Leeper. On the men's side, the small goes to Andy Nuttall. The medium goes to Mick Cole. The large goes to Mark Pellegrini. And the XL goes to Jorge Chavez Hartley.
Oh, man.
Our boy down in Peru that just got married.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'd like to give a round of applause to everybody who got in on that thing. That's great. So you're going to give out shirts to everybody?
Yeah, I'm going to send all these out.
Well, you know what?
After the first of the year sometime.
You know, the Foes put a picture up. He got to the Sky Valley sign. He's down there, and I had to give him my shirt. I had the shirt, and I told him, yeah, I'm going to get you a shirt. And I was going to go do get on there and support the system with my PayPal and stuff. And he says to me the day he's flying out, he goes, hey, whatever happened to that shirt? And I just said, here you go. But,
oh, crap.
But it was in the laundry, so he had to wash it. So.
Yeah, awesome.
But that's awesome. And what a community you've built, Nathan. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It really amazes me every day, man. And it's been 2.5 years of, geeking out on Kyuss with people all over the world, man. It's awesome.
I thought...
Awesome. And 2015 was quite a year.
Yeah.
For Kyuss World and for myself acting for Kyuss World. I got to meet and interview and hang out with Fu Manchu and Eagles of Death Metal, Mondo Generator, Brant Bjork.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's been crazy.
Once you list it like that, it is. 2015, amazing. Yeah, I didn't know in 2014. I didn't even know what Kyuss World was, and I all of a sudden I'm doing this radio show, and then I somehow find Kyuss World, and I have learned so much. I thought I knew a lot about music. I learned so much about music from all these members of Kyuss World. It's amazing, and a lot of people have they show you how much they really love it. So, anyways, it's amazing. I can't wait to see what happens in 2016. That's for sure. I
know it's going to be crazy. Kyuss World members getting together at shows around the world. The gatherings are growing, and Kyuss World has grown probably twice what it was in 2014 already.
Wow. Well, it's amazing. I love doing the I love doing the radio show for it, and it's amazing how cool all these people are. You know what I mean? Like I don't know Mike Pygmie, and we're talking about, hey, well, why don't we get some people on? And I give him a phone call, and the guy is just awesome and transparent and super nice. And everybody we've dealt with so far, Mike Encino, the guys in horns, you know what I mean? Everyone's been real good with us. So yeah, it's something that we're pretty lucky to have. That's for sure.
It is, and everyone loves the music so much that that's what really matters to them. There's no time for the BS and drama and all that jazz.
Well,
we're here because we love the music. And
it's interesting.
Awesome.
It's interesting you'd say too, because I'm in a band, and I've had a lot of drama in my band. These guys in the desert, they all know each other, they all respect each other, and man, they all work with each other. I mean, it's amazing. A lot of egos would get in the way. A lot of people would have a lot of problems with being in so many projects. When I talk to Mike, I mean, he's in a bunch of projects, so it'll be...
Yeah, that dude's been going forever, man.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I was doing a little research on him, and I was like, wow. It's honestly, it's like a can of worms. like he knows so much stuff, but...
That's Kyuss World in a nutshell. It's a can of worms,
Right.
Once you open it up, you never know what you're going to find, and the deeper you dig, the more you're amazed at what you're finding.
Yeah, and I've met some really cool people. I have some people that I talk with and deal with on a real regular basis that I don't even know because I met them through Kyuss World. So thanks for that.
Yeah,
that's for
exactly.
Sure. Well, I suppose we got to get going so we can talk to Mike Pygmie. We got to work.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Man.
So I'm gonna read off the winners of the shirts a little bit later again. And you got anything else going on, Nathan?
No, that's pretty much it, man. Happy New Year, Kyuss World.
Yeah, absolutely.
And give a shout out to Mike for me.
I certainly will. You want to say hi to Nathan? What's up, iMac?
Nathan Lover.
Hey, man.
iMac doesn't say a whole lot, but he likes you. That's for sure.
I'm just
No,
drinking.
that's cool.
Just drinking.
All right, Nathan. Merry Christmas, my friend. Happy holidays, and we're gonna see.
Yeah, you too.
We're gonna see if we can make this next hour and 40 minutes epic. So let's do this thing.
Awesome.
All right,
Kick it.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, no, you know what I'm thinking? I gotta get some. I gotta get some. You know who up here? That's what I need to do. I'm gonna break off the song they said that Nick was on. So let's do this thing. You know who on Kyuss World Radio, yo.
You don't scare me. I got chunks of guys like you in my stool.
You Know Who on Kyuss World Radio. Nice. That was Recycler. And we are going to chat with our good friend Mike Pygmie. I'm Mac. How you feeling, brother?
Good.
Yeah, that was awesome. How groovy was that? No, that was Recycler. Before that, we played Wastoid. And without further ado, let me see if I can get this old-ass equipment working. Mike Pygmie, you there, young man?
I'm right here, man. How's it going?
Mike, man, it's going excellent. Thank you so much for joining us, dude. I really, really appreciate I'm PJ Boston. I got my friend iMac here. iMac, you want to say hi to Mike?
What's going on, Mike?
What's up, dude?
Good.
Yeah, it's super good. We normally have a third guy in the studio, our good friend Foes. He's, according to my phone, my Foes tracker on my phone, it says he's in Indio Hills right now.
Oh, yeah, he's not too far from here, then.
Yeah, and
we're pretty close.
And it was funny, I was talking to you earlier today, and after I hung up, I remembered he told me a story about when he was in high school, and him and his boys blew a huge pipe bomb up in La Quinta Cove. So it's a small world down there in the desert, huh?
Yeah, I think that's how the cove got there. It was a big-ass pipe bomb, and then there was a cove.
Foes is in charge. So we're so fired up, Mike. A lot of people, I mean, you've done so much stuff. We're kind of tripping. We're super thankful. So we had Nathan Lawver on. I think you heard the interview when I just spoke to him a little bit earlier. Now Now you ran into him while you were on tour with Mondo. He did a little piece on you guys when you came through Wisconsin. Is that correct?
Yeah. He came out and hung out. Super cool dude, man. I really am just blown away with the thing that he's done with Kyuss World. It's such a cool community. But yeah, we got to hang out and party with him a little bit. And yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, no, that
I felt bad because I was listening and you're like, you want to say hi to Mike? And I'm like, hi. But I realized quickly, he can't hear me, but tell him I said hi. Or if he's listening, hey, what's up, bro?
No, he's definitely listening. He wanted me to give you guys a shout out too. And that piece he did was real nice. I thought it was nice that Nick and Jeff got involved, and you guys were real cordial to a guy who just started a Facebook page. You know what I mean? I think it has a lot to say about how great the people are from the desert that they would go out of their way for someone like that. So that's what I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, every one of us just appreciate people that are not only into it, because we're into it too. I mean, that's why we do it. We really love playing music. And anyone that wants to talk about it and, especially that's out there spreading the word like that, man, we have a lot of respect and appreciation for.
Awesome. Well, now we do this. I didn't give you a heads up, but I play guitar. iMac plays guitar. Foes is actually a professional guitarist. What are you doing, man? I see you, the videos and the pictures. You got an old SG. How old's that SG you're playing? What do you got there?
It's actually not that old. I've done some stuff to it. Maybe makes it look a little more vintage. Like I put the Pygmie on and stuff. But it's I don't even know what year it is. It's from 2006 or something like that. It's not that old.
The pickups.
It just looks old.
Are the pickups all stock and all that, or you modify that thing? What'd you do?
Everything's stock. The only thing I really did is put on the Pygmie. And other than that, my buddy JP that has it's a new guitar company out here called 111 Guitars.
Uh-huh.
And he's had the guitar ER forever. He works on stuff. So he tunes it up for me and goes and, makes sure everything is working good. And he just keeps it in playing shape for me. And honestly, I love that guitar. It's the best ever. I'm really stoked because 111 Guitars, they're making me another SG. Not a Gibson, of course. It's going to be 111 Guitars one, but it's kind of modeled after this guitar, and it's my favorite guitar, except for now I get to have all the bells and whistles that I wouldn't be able to get through Gibson.
Well, that's awesome. Now 111 Guitars, what did you say that guy's name was? Jeremy? What?
No, JP. It's,
JP.
Yeah,
well,
Jimmy Palmer.
Oh, that's awesome. Because
he's
we're listening.
Great at all that stuff and make amazing. And, not just working on guitars, he's luthier, from the ground up.
Wow.
And
and he's down in Palm Desert. Where's he at?
He's actually in La Quinta, which is kind of right in between Palm Desert and Indio.
Awesome. Well, JP at 111 Guitars, we got your back. We love guitars at Metal Groove Radio and Kyuss World Radio, no doubt about it. So,
right.
Yeah, iMac is laughing because we love guitars. So, now I hear you, I'm listening to the tunes, and I've been rocking out to this stuff. What are you using live when you play? What are you plugged into?
The SG, and then I have a 59 reissue of a Marshall Super Lead 100, kind of like, it's like the Hendrix style amp, just no overdrive or anything, it's straight, and then I use a metal muff,
Gotcha.
so I have a little bit of crunch.
Nice.
And I'll use a delay here and there and a wah pedal, but that's about it. Really, it's mostly just tuner, the metal muff. I like the muff sound, but the metal muff is just a little bit brighter.
Gotcha.
Or actually, it can be the same or it can get brighter. Depends on where you want to put it. But I'm in love with that pedal.
Well, your
killer.
Your tone sounds killer. Are you using the same setup at the studio, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just micing it, and that's about it. Our buddy Brad Garrow at Dead End Studios helped us do this record, and he's I can't say enough nice things about him. He's from a band called Brain Bat out here, and multiple bands that go way back to before I was even playing music out here, and super cool dude, and in music for the right reason. Like, he'll spend as much time as you need getting the tone that you want, and we're real blessed and lucky because he's good at it, and we just play what we normally play, and that's what we get.
Awesome.
We're always happy with it. So.
Well, I got to admit, I missed you guys recently when you came to Bender's, and some friends of mine went, and they were blown away. They said you guys were awesome. They actually said the whole show was awesome. I guess when you went to Bender's, it was You Know Who, and your guys' Doors to Nowhere were there, too. Is that correct? Who else was there?
Yeah. Our buddies, yeah.
Awesome. Well,
we've done a few shows with them up there. We kind of trade shows back and forth and have them come down here, then go up there. And it's kind of an excuse for us to take a couple weekends and party together and have fun.
Now, Mike, I'm looking at some of your bio stuff, and you and I were talking earlier today. I mean, I guess from what I'm reading, you started when you were 14. Mario Lally opens up the place near you.
Rhythm and Brews. Yeah.
Rhythm and Brews. Now, and you started playing there. So is that when you started playing the guitar, when you were 14?
I actually started when I was 13. That place opened when I was 14.
Gotcha.
And I had played a house party in the Cove with my band Melodious Pygmies. We were opening for this band Grubalopicus that was a really big, fun party band from out here. And that's where I met Mario. I remember my parents actually dropped me off to play that party.
Nice.
And it got way out of hand. The cops came. But we got to play. Unfortunately, Gruber got shut down. It was just it's hard to imagine unless you've been to the Cove before, but pretty much for 4 blocks, the only reason the party kept going on is because cars were parked in the middle of the street, and the cops couldn't get to it to shut it down fast enough.
That's awesome. Yeah,
but on the way out, we were loading out our gear, and in my parents' minivan or whatever they had at the time, and this big dude's just hey, I like your band. I want you guys to come play at my club. I'm going to open up. And at the time, I remember thinking, wow, an all-ages club here in the desert? No way, it's never going to fly. But he did it, man. And honestly, if it wasn't for that place, I don't even know that I'd be as into this as I am now, because it was I was at such an impressionable age, and it just meant the world to me.
Wow, so
I really, I have a lot of respect for Mario and Nana and Larry and that whole family over there at Rhythm and Brews, because there were so many cool bands coming in all the time, and it was it was an education.
I bet, night after night at that place. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, now, how did you guys, fast forward, how did you guys end up, I'm looking at the bio here. You've been with all kinds of bands. You've been in all kinds of projects. When did you get together with Nick, and how did that come about? Because I know, You Know Who's been around for 5 years, 6 years. What came first?
Yeah. Well, you know who came right before that.
Gotcha.
Because, Nick had obviously, he's been doing Mondo forever. That's kind of his band, and lots of people have been in and out of it. The roster of players in Mondo is pretty amazing. And I was playing with You Know Who. We did this benefit show out in the desert. It was at the Moonlight Ranch. And it was actually Kyuss Liv's first show.
So
a bunch of bands played. Fatso played. But anyways, you know who played, and I saw Nick up front and really getting into it. And I remember thinking, like, oh, that's cool, man. Nick's into it. Because I always have a lot of respect for Nick and what he does. And he was kind of the more punk rock guy in that scene as far as his style, and I really like that.
I agree, yeah.
And it seemed like immediately after that, I was just hanging out at the Hood, our local kind of watering hole, and I overheard someone saying that Mondo Generator was looking for a guitar player. So I emailed them and was like, hey, man, I heard you might be looking for a guitar player. If that's true, like, keep me in mind. And I didn't hear anything for a couple weeks, and then literally it was just like I got an email one day. It's like, we're practicing tomorrow in L.A. Can you make it? Here's a list of, like, 20 songs.
And you handled it, no problem.
Well, I faked my way through it, but I got the gig.
Awesome. Well, the stuff I've seen that you guys do.
I already heard it. I was familiar, you know what I mean? I just never really got to play along to it, but I was able to get through it, and I was stoked. I remember afterwards he was telling me all his plans. He's like, hey, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I want to do a tour, we're going to do this and that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So should I come back? He was like, well, what do you mean? You want to be in the band, right? I'm like, yeah, I would love to. He's like, oh, yeah, you're in the band. We already all talked about it. I'm like, all right, well, nobody said anything to me, so.
That's awesome. Now, so he's had a mad lineup of different cats in Mondo Generator and for over the years. But you guys, you and Greg and Dylan, that's just you know who. There's just been you three. Is that correct?
No, it's not correct. Actually, there was a time there where Greg wasn't in the band. I think he was still in the Dwarves at the time and was pretty busy with a bunch of stuff. And we got our good buddy Rob Peterson, who was in Sorta Quartet and Groupolopicus and a bunch of desert bands out here, and is really probably he's an amazing drummer. Like if you're talking about drummers that come from the desert, I don't know. Trying to think what other projects you guys might know him from, but that guy, he's amazing. Greg somehow with this band, I think because he's comes from more of a punk background, fits us better. So we ended up going back with Greg at a certain point, but it was a really cool version with Rob as well. So there was one other member at a while that kind of kept it going when Greg wasn't around.
Awesome, but you guys are doing pretty well right now. I mean, there's you guys just got your all your vinyl pressed, right? You guys just received all that stuff.
500,
500. Yeah, we were looking at it online. I love the sound. I think what you guys do is real unique. I think a lot of the bands now that are kind of associated with the desert, they don't sound like all the generic stoner rock bands from back in the day. And I think you guys are right up there at the top of the list with kind of a, like you keep saying punk. There's some certain punk in there, but you guys are certainly a hell of a lot more talented than most punk bands as far as what you guys are doing with your instruments and stuff.
Oh, well, thank you very much, man. That's very sweet of you to say. I mean, to me, like, punk rock is a huge gamut of different kinds of styles. Like, a lot of jazz can be punk. It's more of a feeling. And as far as the desert stoner thing, like, it's one of those things that's always been hard. Someone's like, hey, what's your band sound like? It's like, you can't really explain it. It's hard. I was really stoked with the songs you guys chose in the first two with Wasteoid and Recycler, because I kind of felt like that showed both sides. Like, there was a punk tune, and then there was a more trippy, like, jam out tune, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
I agree. No, that's why we pulled those out. Now tell me, Mike, you guys, you said that you spent a lot of time down at at Mario's place, and you were 14 when you started going there. Can you say if you had any earlier influences with the way you play, more like, sitting in your room and listening to Rush or listening to Led Zeppelin, or would you say it was all the live stuff you saw at the club?
Oh, it's definitely a combination.
Okay.
I mean, I love Jimi Hendrix and Frank Zappa and the Bad Brains, and I mean, go on and on forever. There's so much things really influenced me. But the thing is, to me, I think when you can, like, see it with your own eyes and it's so loud and you feel it and it's just like hitting your chest and you can see it live, that's going to have a bigger influence and a bigger impact than something that you can hear on a record or
and play over
or see on TV. Yeah,
you can play it over and over again. You mentioned Bad Brains, and I know I read some bio stuff you guys had talking about Bad Brains. I saw them in '93 with Prong at Slim's in town here, and they blew my mind. Like, I thought they were great on the records I had, but I couldn't believe they could pull that off in front of me, and they blew me away. So it's interesting you keep bringing them up, because I couldn't put a finger on your influences. The way you play, you're one of those cats that you got a tone all your own and a style all your own. So awesome.
Thanks so much. Yeah, no, I mean, Bad Brains are one of my all-time faves, but, you know, it's one of those things, too, it's so hard to say who your favorite is, because tomorrow it might be someone different, but I will always have so much respect for them, man. Those guys, they're brutal.
Yeah, no, they blew my mind. That show was incredible. I'm sure that people still talk about that, but I'll tell you
if you ever get a chance to see, like, the old Target videos and stuff when they were really young, like, that's I remember, because I listened to the records and I loved it, and I'd never got to see them live. I'd never seen the Bad Brains live.
Gotcha.
I've seen HR, and I've seen Dr. No, and I've seen, like, different projects and stuff, but I never got to see, like, the real Bad Brains. But I remember listening to the records and just being so blown away, and then finally I got to see one of those old Target videos of them playing someplace, I don't know, or there's also a CBGB's one I have that's crazy. But just seeing the chaos going on, and they're still shredding.
Yeah, ripping. Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's why they're so awesome. Like, without even seeing that, like, I knew there had to be a reason, but it was just incredible.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm coming up on the backside of my first hour, and you already told me you'd be gracious enough to do this again in the second hour. Is that correct, Mike?
Oh, dude, I'll hang out as long as you want, man. I'm having fun.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? I have a track that Greg sent me. It's Napoleon Blown Apart, Save Me Jeebus, and Marshall Stack's all rolled into one. I'm going to play this thing, the whole entire thing, and then we're going to do station identification, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to have another little chat with you. Is that okay?
Killer.
Awesome. Rock out on Kyuss World Radio, yo.
We're to be saved and torn to shreds.
Kyuss World Radio, and me and my good friend iMac are chilling out. How nice was that conversation we just had with Mike Pygmie, huh?
Cool cat, man.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Yeah, we got a few more questions we're going to ask him, so we're going to chat with him a little bit into the second hour. And I'm still waiting for Foes to text me. He might give us a buzz from Indio. But we're going to do station identification. How great was that track we just listened to with that 8-minute long?
It seemed
right?
like 2 minutes and a half.
Yeah,
not
no,
8 minutes.
my phone's blowing up now. I guess people are listening quite a bit. So, anyways, we're going to do station identification. We're going to come back on Kyuss World Radio. We're going to play a few more songs, have a nice little second chat with Mike Pygmie, so don't go away.
Take FCC Free Radio with you anywhere. Just pull out your smartphone. We're on TuneIn Radio and Stitcher apps. Go to your app store, download the free app, and search for FCC Free. The Little Black Egg, a great choice for your screen printing needs in the Bay Area. The Little Black Egg has experience and know-how when it comes to putting ink on garments. From t-shirts to tote bags, hoodies to hats, and everything in between. Competitive pricing, low minimums, and no maximums. San Francisco-based Little Black Egg can work with individuals and businesses and can get the garment and brand you want. Need screen printing? Find us on Facebook, Twitter, or through our website, thelittleblackezg.com.
My little black egg. My little black egg.
You are listening to FCC Free Radio, San Francisco's #1 internet radio station. Make sure to tune into Here's Why That's Funny, Sundays at 2 p.m., only on FCC Free Radio.
You don't have to stay here with us. We're not babies.
Kyuss World Radio is back, and just like that, station identification is all over. So iMac and I are chilling out. We're going to listen to some more You Know Who, and that's just how that's working out. What do you got going on, Mac?
Nothing, man. I'm just looking up some info on this one song.
What do you you swear you've heard some Mike Pygmie on some of the desert sessions, huh? And he mentioned the Moonlight Studios?
Moonlight Ranch.
Moonlight Ranch?
But
yeah.
I never heard that. I've heard of Rancho de la Luna, and I think that's the same thing.
All right, well,
translated.
All right, then we'll hit him up. We're gonna drop some more You Know Who, and we're gonna slide in some Doors to Nowhere because we're just having a great evening. So, anyways, Kyuss World Radio, yo.
Feel that
fucking trippy.
KWRADIO is back, and we just fucking zoned out to Revolution Nowhere by Doors to Nowhere. And before that, we had Whoa Dude by our good friends, you know who. IMAC, we're trying to figure out what the Moonlight Studios, right? The Moonlight Ranch?
Ranch. It's not Rancho de la Luna. It's a different thing.
All right, so Mike, we got you back. So yeah, 'cause IMAC is just sitting in here, and he's like, man, I heard this guy on the Desert Sessions. He's like trying to figure it out. But, you know, we drink a lot of beer, and we're not that smart, so.
Oh, yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm trying to figure out what I do sometimes, too.
Yeah, right. So we're back with Mike Pygmie from You Know Who, Mondo Generator, all that stuff. Mike, thanks so much for joining us once again. You know, most people.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. We're having a great time. And your good friend Mark Lewis with Doors to Nowhere, he's been hitting me up on Facebook. He loves the fact that we're playing some of him, so this is awesome.
That's right.
Yeah,
right on,
we're
yeah.
having a good time.
Super cool dude, man.
Hey, so the two studios that IMAC was asking about, those are different things?
Yeah, well, the Moonlight Ranch isn't a studio. It's more of like a place where they have events. It's way out in Thermal, kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's a little lake out there and some grass, and there's been a couple of big shows out there. One was Hope for Isaiah, which was the show I was talking about before.
Okay.
That was a benefit concert for a young kid that had cancer, and a lot of bands came out to support. It was really cool. And then there was also the Low Desert Sound, that movie that Jorg Steineck is working on.
Uh-huh.
He had like a fundraiser thing out there. There was a Low Desert thing out there that we also played with You Know Who. But it's more of like, it's not like they normally have rock and roll shows there. It's more like quinceañeras and weddings and stuff like that.
Nice.
But it's kind of way out in the middle of nowhere, kind of off the beaten path, but it's a really cool spot. But it's just more of like an event thing.
Gotcha.
And that's in the low desert, like way low. Thermal is like past Coachella in the opposite direction of the high desert, which would be where Rancho de la Luna is.
Got you. Okay, so we're talking two different things. All right, well, we got that cleared up.
Yeah.
Well, now listen, I got some questions for you. I'm gonna get all journalistic on you for a second. Are you ready?
Sure, I think.
All right. Well, no, but I mean, you know, there's like a little bit of an elephant in the room here. You know, I know you've had a lot of cool shit happen while you played with Mondo. I know you've opened for a bunch of bands, Clutch, Jello Biafra, Black Flag. Like, I mean, you've seen all kinds of shit with those cats. But tell me about what happened when you guys just went over to Europe now. I mean, you guys were there right after that shit happened in Paris. I mean, what were you thinking when that happened?
You know, it's funny. We didn't really think or like talk amongst ourselves as far as like, oh, should we do it? Like, I think all of us knew, like, yeah, we're gonna go no matter what. It's just what we do. Like, if you're, you know, a school teacher or a fighter or whatever, you work, you know, you're a garbage man. Like, you just do what you do. And we had this planned already before that, and we weren't going to not go. So, but I will say that we were a little bit like, oh, wow, this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, I could see how that could be like that. But, I mean, I'm with you. You already had it all planned. That was what you were doing, so you guys just went and did it.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of people, I think other people besides ourselves kind of freaked out on it more, like, are you still going to go?
Right.
You know, to us, we didn't really think about it. Of course we're going to go. Yeah, that's what we do.
Awesome.
Like, to me, personally, I feel like I'm lucky to be able to go to Europe and play shows for people that want to hear it. Not even specifically Europe or Paris or anything like that, but anywhere. Like, if I can go and do what I love to do and there's going to be people there that want to hear it, I feel like the luckiest, you know, kid on the planet. So I'm going to do it despite whatever. And, I mean, the honest truth is, like, our parents and the local law enforcement, they were never able to stop us completely before, so why would we let anyone else stop us?
Yeah,
like,
it makes
we're going to
sense.
do it.
Yeah, no, well, it makes sense. And you guys, and then you did it. I mean, you guys went
well,
over
back in the day, we used to have to go through a lot more to do it. Now there's actually people that want to hear it. So.
Well, and let me ask you, though, this, Mike. It's pretty big over there, isn't it? When you play over there, they take it pretty seriously, huh?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I would say that it's with anywhere it's not a matter of it being big or having more people. It's just the passion. You know what I mean? Like people that really want to hear you play. I'd rather play for them than anywhere. Like sometimes you can get on a really rad festival where there's a ton of people, but if they don't know who you are and they don't care, it doesn't mean as much.
Yep.
Right. Well, that makes
it means an awful lot when it's people that are in the same mindset that like that kind of music and appreciate it,
Well,
but as far as that whole scene, me and Jeff actually, we missed our first flight, so we had to fly into Paris right immediately after that happened. And the flight that we were on had gotten landed, I think, the day before or something like that for a bomb threat in a different country. So,
wow.
it was really sketchy.
Yeah, you guys cut it really close. You guys were there right after all that went down.
And with Jeff Googled it, and that's how I found out that information. And I could tell he was kind of tripping on it. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do, man? You're not going to go? He's like, no, of course I'm going to go. I'm like, all right, well, maybe stop Googling stuff. Let's just go.
Well, now let me ask you, you still, during the day, you still roofing every now and again, or you don't do any more roofing? What's going on with that?
Oh, yeah. Since I got back, it's been kind of chill because it's Christmas time and all that. But, yeah, no. Why, you got a leak?
Yeah, no, but I'm just thinking. Hey, go to Paris after the attacks and go play some, some rock and roll. Or are you gonna sit at home and do roofing? Yeah, I take the. No. I play some rock and roll too. Well,
I can't complain about the roofing either, man. Not that I like it. It's hard work, but it's a job that gives me the opportunity to go do that because I can take a little bit of time off and then come back, and I always have something to go to. So I really appreciate that too. The only time it's kind of difficult is in the summertime because, as you know, it gets to be like 120 degrees out here.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be roofing in Coachella in August, that's for sure.
That's me.
Wow. Now, you know what? I have we have a band called Byzantine. They call the show, and they're good friends of ours too. Same thing. They're like contractors and things, but it seems to be a lot of guys who are real good at playing metal are real good at building things, fixing roofs, fixing cars, whatever. It's like
yeah, totally.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I guess they're both equally as difficult. And we were just listening to Whoa Dude before before we got you back on. Man, bro, your technique. You're a badass, my friend. That's pretty badass.
Dude, respect. Thank you so much. Yeah, to me, that song is a total mix of Fatso Jetson and ZZ Top, but fast.
Yeah, we're going to play some Fatso a little bit later. You know what?
I love that.
Hey, I want to ask you, I know you got to play Kyuss songs with John Garcia. I know you got, you know what I mean? I know you've gotten all these chances to play that kind of stuff. What was that like? This is Kyuss World Radio. We don't, we're not going to go too far into that, but what was it like to be up there with John playing that kind of stuff?
It was amazing. John is the voice of Kyuss. And without him, it's hard to do Kyuss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to get to do that, it was pretty amazing. It's incredible. I love John. He's a great bro and super cool dude. And touring with him is a blast. But the best part is obviously playing the shows and the way people react to those tunes, especially when he's singing to them. Man, it feels great. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that must be amazing to be up on stage and be doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, growing up out here, you got a little bit of that in your blood, anyways. We all have a lot of dirt in our system, and so, for me, it's a great gig. I'm very familiar with it. It comes easy. It's a lot of fun, and people appreciate it so much. It's incredible.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it. I always saw the videos on YouTube and everything, and I was just like, wow, and it amazes me how well you guys all get along. A lot of the Desert guys, Brant Bjork and Nick and all these guys, they all seem to, they can kind of continue to coexist together. So you guys must be all mellow. You guys must be all good guys.
It's a small community, and I ain't gonna lie and say that we all get along all at the same time all the time. But the thing is, when you grow up together, it's like it's your brother. you can say some nasty, mean shit to your brother, but at the end of the day, that's your brother. You can do that. You know, if someone else did it, you'd have his back, you know?
Wow.
So it is. It's a tight little community, and I feel really lucky and blessed to be born here and a part of it because, you know, there's a lot of great musicians everywhere you go. But those guys paved the way for a scene that is making it so that I can go out and do what I love to do more than anything else in the world. So I got a lot of appreciation for everyone involved in that whole scene.
Yeah, everyone seems to say the same thing too. They're stoked that they get to do it, and that's a testament to people being resilient and not letting petty shit keep them from doing what they want to do. You know, because it's tough. A lot of you guys get involved. You guys are all close. You guys have all these different bands. You know, I want to ask you, Mike. You guys in, you know who, Greg and Dylan and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
For a three-piece to sound that big, you guys are all obviously given a pretty good contribution musically. Tell me, how is it that you guys fit together and make that sound like such an individual project? It doesn't really sound like anything else. Like, what are the influences that those guys are bringing to help that thing sound that way?
Well, Dylan, he's punk rock to the core. But he plays with his fingers. He doesn't play with a pick.
Uh-huh.
And he's got super deep roots down here in the desert too. It's funny because he's been in the desert longer than Greg, but I played with Greg first for some reason. I don't know why. But Dylan was in Crackpot and a bunch of old, like super old school punk bands down here. And Greg is from like the LA area, and so he was like a transplant out here, but he was in, you know, the Excel, I'm sure, Excel, like the Joke's on You.
Right.
Thrash, yeah. He was the original drummer from Excel.
Uh-huh.
And he's still doing stuff with them. And that's kind of how I ended up jamming with him. When he first moved down here, I heard, because I remember Excel when I was a kid, and they were in Thrasher magazine. I was a big skateboarder. And it was like, yeah, dude, let's jam. So we started getting together. Greg, he's got this really crazy knack for just being very musical on the drums and fitting in. And it's funny because in You Know Who, I probably push him way harder than he would like as far as to shred. Because he's a shredding drummer. But a lot of drummers, you know, they just want to be solid. They don't want to be shredding. They don't want to be all great. And I'm like, no, dude, do it. You got it. So I'm always pushing. But he can. Like, he can do it like nothing. And on top of that, he still has that solid backbone that, you know, like all his choices and chops are very musical and it fits the music. And sometimes I think having just three people can sound huge because it's less chaotic.
Yeah,
like everyone's on the same page as long as they're paying attention and listening to each other.
I agree. I was listening to your stuff and I was thinking, man, it sounds like four dudes, but it really doesn't. It just sounds like three dudes really doing their parts well. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, I honestly, playing with those guys is a huge blessing to me because, you know, I got a weird take on music and my style's a little bit different. And growing up here, there's certain things that it's going to sound like. And listening to what I listen to, there's certain things. But the main thing is I want music to be exciting. And so part of that is also being challenging. And those guys, right from the get-go, it's like whatever I threw out, they could handle. And the stuff that they throw out to me, it is also challenging. So I feel really lucky and blessed, man. Like, on top of the fact that we get along, which is crazy, like, three dudes that get along and love each other and also have chemistry, I feel pretty blessed. So.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I can't wait for you guys to come back, and I can't wait to get my hands on that vinyl. Now,
oh, for sure. We'll have to save you one for sure.
No,
there's only 500,
yeah.
So we've been, I mean, for a band that really hasn't gotten out there that much, because this is kind of a underground, you know, desert thing. Like, here, everyone pretty much knows about us, but as far as the rest of the world, I think their only way that they would know about us is the other bands that we've been in.
Right, or Kyuss World, or
Kyuss World too. That's
the word's kind of getting out. Well, let me ask you then, Mike. What's happening in 2016? What's the plan? Because I know you got two pretty big projects with Mondo and Kyuss World, what's the plan as you're looking into the new year?
I got three really big projects now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, Mondo's definitely working on a new record. We've already been sending tracks back and forth, stuff that we've all written, and we plan on putting out at least a 7-inch or an EP really shortly, if not more than that. So we're already working on new stuff. I know with John, there's going to be a new record this year. And also with both of them, there will be tours, I think, in the summertime, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
But my first thing right now is I really want to get who out there, and I really want to push this record because we've done little touring here and there, but we've never been over to Europe, where I think that's kind of where a lot of our fan base is coming from. So we got to get over there. And also, it'll be nice to go out and play some shows and have a record in our hands that we could be like, hey, you like it? Here you go, check it out. Like, we've been just jamming and going and playing shows, but we haven't really had anything solid to give people. And for me, if I'm going to go out and see a band and I really like them, I want to be able to get something in my hand to take home and listen to.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Get into it. So we've almost kind of been holding out to have this, and now that we got it, like, we're just going to try and get out there and stay busy and play. Like, the live shows are where it's at. That's, I think, where we really, I'm very, very proud of the record, but I can't wait to get out there and play more for people, and really just, I want to freak people out. That's what I want to do. I want to make noise and have people go, oh shit, that was crazy.
Well, shit, next time you come up here, let me know. we can't
we'll
wait.
Be up, yeah. I'll let you know. We'll be up there shortly.
Yeah, we're all fired up about that. Well, Mike, I can't thank you enough for all the information you gave us and all the insight. You're like when did you start all this back then? When how old are you, Mike? Tell me about this.
Well, I'm 37. I just turned 37.
Wow.
But I've been playing since I was 13 in bands.
Wow.
My first band, Melodious Pygmies, were doing shows. In fact, that's how I started playing with Brant originally. He was the Melodious Pygmies drummer for a certain point in time.
Wow.
And then after that band broke up, he was playing in Decon, and then he got me into the Operators and the Bros.
Wow. So you've been doing this since the early 90s. Wow. That's incredible. We just saw Brant. He came through with Corrosion, and his band, his groove he's doing right now with the Low Desert Punk, they were unbelievable.
Right on. I haven't got to check them out yet, but I have to. That drummer actually was almost in John's band.
Wow, yeah, he was really good. They were great.
We jammed out with him, and then I told John, I'm like, dude, you got to let me bring this one guy over, which was Greg from You-Know-Who, so I might have been a little biased. But, yeah, Greg got the gig, man. He was killing it with John's band. But having said that, Ryan, he's a killer drummer, man.
Yeah, they were great, and they sounded so smooth, and it's so incredible as a fan to look up and see, you're like, hey, isn't that the drummer from Kyuss singing and playing guitar really well? So yeah, and he had a real nice SG too. So he was jamming out.
Yeah.
But Mike, seriously, thank you. You have anything else you want to go over, or are you all good? Because we were gonna drop Cobra Twist and maybe Chinese Shoes.
Oh, killer!
And kind
right on. Well, I'll be looking forward to hearing it, man. And I just want to say thank you to you. Thanks to Nathan and all the Kyuss World people. The Kyuss World thing has been so super incredible and great, especially because, like, on the internet, you're not going to find nicer people.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
And then all the support at all the shows and everything, like, it's been incredible. So just thanks to everyone. I hope they enjoy the music and rock and roll forever.
Hey, Mike, thank you very much, man. Have a great rest of your year, and have a great new year, brother.
Respects. You too. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
smoke a bowl or... Oh.
As long as I've been alive, every corporation's lied. None of them have opted for the truth. But now it affects you and I, cause everything that we buy comes from losing factories. These companies are profiting with these while they have us on our knees. If we all survive by, we're all gonna lose. You wanna do something about stuff? Wear tennis shoes. If we all survive by, we're all gonna lose. You wanna do something about stuff? Wear tennis shoes. Hey, sticky stickies, commerce, league us through the loop. They're all made overseas for Americans. It's who we gotta do something about it. Get back on the right track before our souls become outsourced and you cannot buy them back. Fitter PHHS through Manpeg sounds the best. That's because they were made in the U.S. Nine pegs overseas like so many other companies. It doesn't sit right with me. It's ruining our economy. It's fucked. They all suck. Kiss my ass, motherfucker. I hope you fucking lose all that money that you made manufacturing Chinese shoes. Hey, sticky stickies, commerce, leave us through the loop. They're all made overseas for Americans. It's who we've gotta do something about it. Get back on the right track before our souls become outsourced and you cannot buy them back.
Why the fuck would you do a thing like that?
There's a point to a story. I got time to redeem.
gonna take a leak so bad I can taste it.
Oh man, Kyuss World Radio is coming down the stretch.
Oh, yeah.
IMAC, brother. How great was that interview, huh?
Dude, I just been sitting back and drinking. Let's see, I got 7 beers down.
No, I bet you got 7 beers down. How about man, Mike Pygmie, nicest guy ever. To be honest with you, I got to admit, I'm a tiny bit new at this journalism thing. What a tough specimen, dude. You look him up online. I invite everybody listening to Metal Groove Radio right now, checking out Kyuss World. Look up Mike Pygmie. The guy has been in like 50 bands. He's in projects, huge projects all the time. And my God, is he an incredible guitar player. That was Fucked Up and Famous by Fatso Jetson. Before that, we had Chinese Shoes and Cobra Twist, both by You Know Who. And, man, those guys are awesome. Cannot wait to see them again. I'm so mad. You know, when we missed him was Anthony's wedding. We missed him because of the wedding. The night they were in town, we were doing rehearsal dinner.
That makes sense. Makes
sense.
But
yeah, no, it does make sense. I still love Anthony and all, but anyways, we're cruising through our day. I believe, oddly enough, we're gonna just go back to the phones for another time. Yo, Foes, man, you down there? You in?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Foes, man, you down in Palm Desert? What are you doing down there, man?
I'm in La Quinta right now. I'm right next to Palm Desert right now.
Nice, La Quinta Cove. I told Mike Pygmie earlier that you blew that whole fucking thing up with a pipe bomb a couple years back.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Hey, you know what he said? He said he thinks that La Quinta Cove was like invented by a pipe bomb. He says that's how that thing was formed.
Yeah, no. If you saw it, you would understand. It's
like,
just this huge crater kind of like deal going on right there.
Kaboom. Nice. So, Foes, now you're on vacation. How was your Christmas, homeboy?
Oh, it was all good, man. It was mad tamales, pozole, and bonfires, dude.
Hey, Mariscos, I saw you at the fucking at the seafood joint today, man. Was that stuff good?
Oh, yeah, man. One of my boys came down from Germany, and we happened to be in the desert at the same time. And fucking I said, hey, man, can you get good mariscos in Germany? He's like, no, me either. Not in San Francisco. So we fucking rolled down and got us some mariscos, dude.
Oh, man, that is awesome. Have you successfully stalked our good friend Mike Cancino yet?
I have. You know, he's running around. He's a little busy. He told me that he had a couple things to take care of on the weekend. So hopefully within the week, I'll be able to link up with him.
Hey, man. But people at the Kyuss World on the page, we put the posting up of you with your Kyuss World shirt at the Sky Valley sign, and people were digging it, man. They were loving it.
Oh, yeah, dude. I knew exactly where that sign was. I was like, who needs GPS when you know exactly where you're going?
When you know where it's up. Well, listen, we've been cruising through our evening tonight. I'm going to hit you with a track that you don't even know what's coming, but we had to get you on the air. We had to say what's up. But, folks, tell me something, homeboy. What time is it?
It's time to chill the fuck out.
I want a beer. What about you? You want a beer?
When everything falls to pieces and crumbles to the ground, every time I won't be there to pick your pieces from
Kyuss World Radio is winding down. Figured I'd do it to some fitting music. Little Mondo Generator in the background. Listen, I can't even thank everybody involved as many times as I need to thank them. Mike Pygmie from You Know Who, Mondo Generator, a million other projects. The guy's just seriously one of the nicest guys ever. I keep meeting people. Mac, I keep meeting people in this Kyuss World community, and I think to myself, oh, this is the nicest guy ever, and then I meet somebody else. It's crazy like that, right?
That's true.
All right, listen, we're going to go over Nathan's list. Here are the winners of the incredible Kyuss World t-shirts, which, by the way, puts you in a whole other light. When I went and saw Corrosion, I had my Kyuss World t-shirt on. I got a lot of love, man. People knew what that was. So, without further ado, the women's winners. Medium, Carrie Townsend. Large, Caroline Gillette. Extra large, Ashley Charlotte Leeper. Men's size, small, Andy Natal. I hope I don't mess up these names too bad. Medium was Mick Cole. Large was Mark Pellegrini. And extra large was one of our best friends ever, Jorge Chavez Hartley. And there's no two, right? Jorge, you down with that? You like my Spanish?
Yeah, that was good.
Orale. Yeah, sí. Yep. Simón.
Orale.
Que mamón. Listen, so I want to give some shout-outs. First off, 111 Guitars, JP at 111 Guitars in La Quinta. Hey, man, thanks for building guitars for Mike Pygmie, because that guy's a fucking badass, and we dig that. We're down with that. We also want to shout out to all our good friends that we run into on the internet all the time. And a good big shout out to Mark Lewis from Doors to Nowhere. We're going to have Mark on in the next week or two. We love Doors to Nowhere, and we're going to be talking to those cats. So, Mark, what's up? Regular old shout outs. Our great friend,
Jamie
Lee Wood. Love Jamie Lee. My new best friend ever online, Scott Hale. You Know Who, The Doors to Nowhere, Antho, Marwan, Sean, Lou Up in Paradise, everybody related to Jack Shaft. My man, brother Bruno. Trevor. Trevor said to me that he saw Kyuss in 1993 in Australia. I'm going to say it was probably in Sydney. And he said that he saw Kyuss open for Metallica, and he wanted to know if Nick was playing or Brant was, or not Nick, but if Nick was playing or Scott Reeder was playing. That's what he wanted to know. So I want to know, too. I want to know. Someone should tell me. Alex, the big bread wizard. Miss Mia was here last week. Racer Dan. Johnny C. whipping his hair back and forth. You know, Johnny C. brought a $50 Starbucks gift certificate to the Metal Deli. How awesome is that? Like one of those cards, you just bring it to Starbucks and $50 worth of coffee. It sounds like it lasts a long time, right? Not really. Yeah, I drink a lot of coffee. Jerry Metal and all the t-shirts. Sourdough Mike, Crazy Carl, Dan the Man, the guys in Mooyah. I cannot thank enough my incredible good friend Nathan Lawver. Is such a fucking badass. It's ridiculous. Who do you got to thank, bro?
I'll thank you. All
right, you're welcome.
Thank you, Pat.
Nick Nava, Mike Desert from Horns, all of our friends. But thanks once again to Mike Pygmie from You Know Who. Mike, you went way out of your way tonight. Thank you very much. I promise you, it will be next year on Sunday night at 6 p.m. before you know it.
You are listening to San Francisco's #1 internet radio station, FCC